camera's on the piss, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It still is. That's a bit better.
That's better. Why am I like just white as a fucking ghost? Because of the bloody light, innit?
Light and you does not work well.
It doesn't, does it?
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
It's not very flattering, is it?
It'll be alright.
Anyway. Welcome to Unfiltered Friendship. Each and every week we bring you uncontrollable laughter, rants, and figuring out what the fuck we're doing with our lives. There is explicit content, so if you don't like it...
Don't fucking listen.
I am George.
I am Mason.
It's just us two today. Bailey is at work.
At work. He's at work.
First things first, I do apologise about last week. I have just gotten over shingles. So I've been not very well.
No.
Basically.
Not really.
No, I haven't.
Made us some banging meals, though.
I did. I got really, really fucking bored. This is the thing, because I had to have a week off work. Because normally with shingles, I don't know if you know this, but with shingles, you can actually still work if you're well enough. But I was like, I feel like I could work, probably not at my best. You're watching this wall now, aren't you? I'm not going to sit back because I don't want to sit back. If I do, I'll just move.
You can lock it in place.
Can you? Where?
Yeah. So on this side, you pull it up, it stays.
That's better. Okay, cool. Fucking hell.
She damaged my wall.
I damaged the wall with the chair. These really comfy chairs, though.
They're so comfy.
They're so fucking comfy. I need them for my room. Anyway, so... Oh, imagine my studio chairs. Yeah. Anyway, so back to it.
Moving on.
Yeah, so I could work, and I was thinking, yeah, I could possibly work. Bearing in mind, I'm talking to the doctor about this. I'm like, I could work, and he was like, are you working with people that are on like medication and stuff, got low immune system? I'm like, name them. I can literally name them because I work with a lot of people that are on medications, and because I work with a lot of older people as well. Not like old and decrepit, but
old.
Like older. And one woman that I absolutely fucking love, she's on, I think she said yesterday, she's on like 33 tablets a day.
Jesus Christ.
I know. So I was literally like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, you can't work. As long as you're taking these tablets and until everything is all healed up, you can't fucking work. And I was like, fucking brilliant. So I had to have a week off. Bearing in mind, I did not get home from the pharmacy until I think it was like just gone 8 o'clock or something like that. 8 p.m. at night. And I had to start work at 10. And they like you to ring in 5 hours prior. And obviously I didn't know that I wasn't going to be allowed to go into work. So I was still planning on it. I was messaging Courtney saying like, mate, I don't know. And then, yeah, I got home and I rang up and they were like, oh, yeah, stay the fuck away.
Don't come in.
Don't come in. You're like contagious as fuck. And I was like... The thing is, a lot of what I found out as well, having shingles, is people's perception on it.
Yeah.
Because obviously with chickenpox, it's viral, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shingles isn't. Shingles is obviously because it's an adult strain of chickenpox. Like, all it is, like, say when I had it, if you touched it, you could get shingles.
No thanks.
That's what I mean. That's the only way that you could get it.
Yeah.
Like, if your immune system's down, like mine was, like, I've had a really, really shit few months.
Your immune system's always down.
No, I know.
It's terrible.
But no, like, as in, like, if you're down within yourself, this is what doctor was saying. Like, if you're down within yourself, your immune system's not really going to give a shit. So then it's sort of an open door for shingles to kick in, basically, because it lays dormant in your body. And... yeah, so that's if, like, say if you're having a really shit time at the moment, you're down within yourself, your immune system isn't up to scratch, and if you touched me, that's how you get it.
I see.
Right?
Right, no thanks, definitely not.
Exactly, that's the only way it could be contagious. But obviously, a lot of people think shingles, chickenpox, viral, I just need to be in the same room as you, and you can get it's like a fucking cold. It's not that at all.
Yeah.
So, like, on Saturday, it was my cousin's 40th birthday party. So I thought, do you know what, fuck it. I'm going to pop in. I'm going to show my face. Like, I don't really want to, But not just because I wasn't really feeling like up to scratch, but because obviously the situation I am in with my family. So, do you know what? I'll just pop in, show my face, say happy birthday, and I can leave. I literally walked in there. I had to stick with my brother-in-law. I stuck with him. It was literally like wherever he was, I was. Him and my sister, the only people that really actually spoke to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
I got ignored. I got the look of, what the fuck are you doing here? You're contagious. My cousin, not the birthday one, another one, the one that you know, I stood up to give her a hug. And she literally sort of like gave me the look of, get away from me. And then she wasn't even like, she was like, no. And I was like, I'm fine. Like, I'm okay. Like at this point, my blister had scab up. So I was not contagious at all. And she was like, what are you doing here? Like, you're contagious. What are you doing? And I'm like, I'm not. The amount of people I had to say, I'm not contagious. Fucking ridiculous. And then one of our friends...
Right. Yeah.
She turned around and she was like, oh yeah, you'll still be contagious for 3 weeks. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works, love. That's not how it works. I had to explain to her twice. The only time you're contagious is when you got your blisters. That's the only time you're contagious.
Yeah.
Before that, because it took like 4 days for mine to come out. It was a fucking pain in my ass. And then is the blister start of it, which only lasts about 7 days.
Yeah.
And then they crust up and you're done. You've just got a rash for about another 2 weeks. That's it. But you're not contagious. And it wasn't until I had to explain it very, very clearly.
I mean...
You know what she's like.
It is her.
Yeah.
She's lovely.
I fucking love her to bits.
But you know.
You know what she's like.
I know what she's like.
You know. Anyway, so that is...
Love you.
We love you. She doesn't even listen.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Rude.
I've spoken to her about it. She goes, well, no. I was like, she has got her reasons. Anyway, so I have had multiple messages and an email about this specific topic.
Right.
I want to know your opinion on this because I've got my opinion.
Okay.
Okay, so it says, to George and the boys, I assume.
I mean, fair enough.
I assume. Happy Pride Month.
Okay.
I'm an ally to all of you.
Ally.
Ally, thank you very much. Anyway, my friend has recently informed me of the controversy surrounding Fletcher and Jojo Siwa.
Oh, God.
I don't know.
And Jojo Siwa. Oh, yeah, because they both pretty much did the same thing.
And I would love for your honest opinions on this. I love the pod and do miss the weekly listens, but I understand the change. Keep up the good work. Lots of love. Anonymous, which I've called you Sage. So
Okay.
I need to sage my house.
Right. So it's like, yeah, that's right.
Sage. So, okay.
I've already had the full-blown shebang, so...
No, it's...
Oh, God.
Yeah. Okay, so I wanted to avoid this topic at all fucking costs because, for one, we don't celebrate Pride Month because, like, the three of us, because there's so much... I understand the reasoning of Pride Month and why it all started. I fucking understand that, and I am a massive supporter of why it started because it's very much like we need to be proud of who we fucking are and be open about who we are to the world. That's why it started. Completely fucking agree with that. Couldn't agree more.
100%.
Yeah. The reason why we don't celebrate it as much, well, I sort of do.
It's something like, we do still kind of celebrate it, but it's not, we don't overdo it because...
Like, we don't go to the parades. We don't...
I find it too much. I think it's blown way out of proportions now.
Yeah.
And it doesn't need to be as huge as it is anymore. Like, yes, it still needs to be a thing. Like, don't forget.
Yes, obviously, yes. Because obviously people like us in past generations have fought for us to be how we are right now.
Yeah.
fucking love that, understand that, appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
The whole reason why we've got Pride Month. Fucking understand that, appreciate it.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's just gone way out of proportion now. But I understand, obviously, currently we've got the whole trans rights situation going on, and I know Pride this year is mainly surrounding that.
Yeah, so that's fair.
Fair.
Because there are issues going on, which is fair enough. There are issues that need to be fought for, so yeah.
Absolutely. I think that should really be the reason for Pride Month, is to keep fighting, not to make things over the top, which is what a lot of things have become now.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, cool. Celebrations, yes, but at the same time, it disrupts a lot of people's livelihoods as well.
It does.
So I try to get to work sometimes, and it majorly affects my travel.
Yeah.
Like it can sometimes take probably double the amount to get to work.
Yeah.
And it's a pain.
It is.
It's like,
obviously, I'm quite fortunate that I drive, so I don't really.
yeah, all right, don't rub it in.
No. It's just I see it. I see, because I get stuck in the traffic as well. But obviously, I can take the shortcuts and I can go around, and you can't. You're stuck on those main
to the
roads.
next bus stop.
No, yeah, exactly.
Get the same bus.
So that's pretty much the reason for our Pride situation. Like, I've got Pride merch. Don't fucking get me wrong, I do. You've seen my top and my trainers.
I've got a flag at my house somewhere.
I mean, this is what I
my
mean.
parents.
We've got it. We're proud of who we are. But when it comes to...
It's not something we flaunt.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And with the whole Jojo and Fletcher thing. Okay, so Jojo... I don't understand Jojo.
Neither. That was bad.
That was bad.
That was really bad.
How she went about it as well. Like,
Yeah.
in Big Brother. That's a bit fucked, really. And she's in a relationship with Chris Hughes now.
Which is weird because she was in that relationship with the girl at the time, wasn't she?
In Kath. Yeah, her name's Kath. So she was in a relationship with Kath. They were planning on getting fucking married. And Jojo comes out of Big Brother. They go to the after party and Jojo just dumps Kath.
And that's not how you do it.
That's not how you do it. But oh my God, have you seen that video about Miley Cyrus?
No.
She was like hanging out of a closet, right? And as she's shutting the door, she goes, I'm going to go back in the closet and try and find Jojo Siwa and bring her back out.
Oh, okay.
She was being like damn right serious about it and everything. Fucking hilarious.
Fair.
I'll try and find that video and I'll send it to you.
Bailey's back.
Baby's back. And now Fletcher. Okay.
See, now, with Fletcher, there is such a thing as bisexuality. Of course, she has made a lot of her music surrounding lesbians, which is, yes,
I am
fair.
going to say she's never, ever, ever came out as bi or gay. She's always said she's queer.
Yeah,
Do you remember in that fucking song, first there was a boy and he had the greenest eyes.
Yeah.
Number one was a boy and he had the greenest eyes. Like a
Exactly.
forest, but
It's
I knew
like,
that I was lost.
She has never specifically said
No.
like her sexuality.
No.
So personally to me, she's got all her rights to go and date.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
But even then, even if she did come out and say, yeah, I'm a lesbian, there could still be someone that ticks every single box for her and is just a man.
Exactly.
It's
I
like-
think that's what's happening. But the whole thing, I've seen so many people, okay, there's been some people saying that obviously her audience and how she's been brought up to the big name that she is now is primarily on lesbians,
Yeah, it's
Primarily.
not wrong. It's not wrong.
right? And now she's just come out with boy. Here he is. Bailey's home. That was a lovely crack. I hope I got that on the mic. Oh! That's Mason's back. Bay?
He's still coming in.
Oh, yeah, there's the door.
Billy!
Sexy man.
Hello!
Oh, slam the door. Bailey? Yeah. Hello! Oh, that's good day voice, that isn't it? Yeah. We've had good day.
Had a good day?
Okay.
Good.
Oh, look at that. That's sex on legs, that is.
You okay? Yeah.
Oh, yes. So basically, there's been some people obviously saying about the way she's been brought up is from pretty much a lesbian perspective. But, and how they find it, like, sort of, what's the word for it? Betraying, sort of, on the lesbian community because she's now suddenly come out with this. However, I see it as a different thing. I see it as, yes, she's queer. She's never said she's gay, ever. She's always openly said she's queer.
Yeah.
But the way she's gone about it and the timing of it all, I think that's what's getting people more. No one really cares who you date. No one gives a fucking shit. Apart from certain people. But how she's come out as in a relationship with this guy and she's bringing out boy merch in the middle of Pride Month. That's what's getting a lot of people's asses up.
But in a way, you could look at it as another way to celebrate her.
Absolutely.
Because she's embracing
Her queerness.
bisexuality or something along those lines.
Yeah. There's a B or a Q in there for a fucking reason. Like, but I think that's what a lot of people are saying. It's like, on the one side, it's because she's portrayed herself in this one way, and now she's doing all this. And there's the other side of saying, we don't actually give a shit who you date, but timing is fucking everything. Like, her album doesn't come out until next month. So...
What's the issue?
It's the single and it's the merch that everyone's getting pissy about.
Yeah, I think it's stupid, to be honest
Obviously,
with
when I first found out, I was a bit shocked. I was a bit like, what the fuck? But then when I actually sat down and thought about it, I was like, wait, no, she's always said she's queer. Like, I don't actually care who you date. Be yourself, love who you want to love.
Yeah.
But it is timing is everything. And I think it's the whole Pride Month thing that's got everyone out.
I do think people like read into it quite deep.
Oh my God, so fucking much.
And that's why it has blown as much as it has, because people just read. People just think, oh, no, this is because of this month.
It's not. It's just she's celebrating who she is. But I don't know. It's just a lot of people has got their fucking hair up about it. But with JoJo...
That's just stupid.
It's confused a hell of a lot of fucking people.
It's stupid, vile. There's a few other words I could say, but probably shouldn't.
How she went about that it was not right at all.
No.
Not at all. And obviously now she's flaunting a relationship with Chris all over social media. And it's just... yeah. Yeah. So that's our views on those two situations.
Yes.
We don't really give a shit, but timing and how you perceive yourself. Really.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so thank you, Sage. Appreciate the email. And everyone who's fucking messaged me about this. Guess what I found? So, for the past week, I have been... Because I couldn't stay home all week just doing fuck all. So I've done decorating, I've changed things in my room, I'm clearing everything out, I'm doing a proper good sprinkling.
Speaking of, how's your carpet?
Oh, I need to talk to you about my fucking carpet.
Uh-oh.
Fuck me sideways. I fucked up a wall.
How?
I'll talk to you about it afterwards.
Yeah, oh my God.
So, as I'm clearing everything out, I was on the phone to Courtney and Emily at this point. They're both in work and I'm also on the phone. And I just went, oh my God. I've opened up a box, which I hadn't opened up in years. And it was full of like these random like notebooks and stuff. And then one notebook, bright fucking neon pink. And I was like, this ain't mine. What the fuck? Why would I have a bright neon pink notebook?
No.
No.
No, I could never picture that.
So I've opened up this fucking thing. It's only my ex's diary.
Oh my god.
6 entries. Oh,
Please tell me you brought it with you.
no, because
Why did you not bring it with you?
what I'm going to do, new segment for 6 weeks, the ex's diary.
I like it. I'm liking it.
There's only 6 entries. It's in 2020. And I read it, and you had Emily and Courtney on the phone going, fuck off. There's some juicy shit in that thing. Obviously, I'm not going to name names because I'm not actually that fucking cruel. And I don't want to get sued.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
But-
That's fair.
But the ex's diaries.
This sounds like some kind of like TV show. The Ex's Diaries.
The ex's diaries. No, I've read them. Obviously, the problem was she's very illiterate.
Oh, okay.
So I might need to actually...
Refer to the Masonopedia.
No. I might actually need to write it out myself. Like, proper focus on what it says.
Right, okay.
Because you won't be able to fucking tell.
I can guarantee I would.
No, I'm telling you now.
Okay.
No. There was one word that said what, and it did not look like that whatsoever.
Right.
So I've got to, like, proper concentrate on what it says. But there's some juicy things in there that I didn't even know until I read it 5 years later.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. Not impressed.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a question for you.
Hit me.
With your
Don't
rhythm
actually.
stick. What was that song? I don't even like that song.
Where did it even come from?
I don't know. If you had the option to find out when you die or know how you die, what would you choose? I was thinking about this the other day. I got asked it the other day.
Oh, wow, okay.
Talk me through the thought process.
A really hard one. So I'm thinking, like, knowing when you're going to die is like you're then just waiting for that time because you know you're going to die and you know when it's happening. But then again, the same thing could be said for how is you'll just be sat there like, I know what's going to happen, but I don't know when. This could literally happen in the next 5 minutes. But knowing when is more like you can enjoy the time.
What, that you have left?
Yeah. So you know what time you've got left. Unless you've been told, like, oh, yeah, you're dying in the next hour.
Yeah, then you're fucked.
Do everything. But I think it'd have to be when.
I picked when as well. Because you got to think, if, like you said, if it's a how, it's like you said, it can literally be within the next 5 minutes. But how, you've got that time. So if it's in like 30 years down the fucking road, you've got that time to then do things on your bucket list.
Yeah.
Do things that you would never do normally in like a normal life and just get it done, and then you can chill. And be like, right, I've done everything of my life's purpose. Like, all right, cool, I'm done. I'm out. Toodles. You know?
Yeah.
And plus, if you know when, then your last day, you can plan your last day.
Oh, God, yeah.
I'm going out in a fucking party, mate.
I'm going out on a firework.
On a firework? What, shoved up your ass or something?
No, I'd be flying away. I'd be tied to the fire. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my God.
I thought you might just stick it up your ass and off you go. Boom.
No, definitely not. That'd be a rain, literally, of blood.
Yeah, that's fine.
And guts.
Yeah, fine.
And nastiness.
Yeah, whatever.
You weirdo. You're so weird.
I know. Blood rain!
Jesus Christ.
You've only got 3 litres of blood in your system anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Blood rain! I'd be there with a jar trying to collect all your blood. That's weird. I do apologise.
That is the worst thing you have ever said. Wow.
Do you know what I just realised? You haven't even made me a coffee.
No, I haven't. Do you want a coffee?
No, too late now. Anyway, Oh, no, sorry. Do you know? Oh, by the way, I've decided how I want my funeral.
Right, okay, go on.
I want like a proper Viking wolf pack
I am
funeral.
not burning you by boat.
Fuck. No, I want you.
Bailey probably would, but I wouldn't.
Bailey? Bailey? Would you, on my funeral, burn me in a boat? Aw. No, I mean just shove me in a boat, set me on fire and push me in the middle of the lake. No, it's not. You say no, it's too expensive. What? No, just build a raft. Just to fuck it up. Yeah, but it could be your prize thing. Oh yeah, I built Georgia's funeral raft. Send you off in a rubber dinghy. Send you off in a rubber dinghy. Oh my god, I fucking love him. Okay. Just the explosion of air. Then it'll be blood rain again.
Oh, God.
Get your jar ready, everyone. Okay, so on my little travels through the internet, I came across this news story.
Oh, no. Right, go on.
Mother of two, Erin. Oh, it's a bit long, so hold on to your balls. Mother of two, Erin Patterson, 50, is charged with the 2023 murders of her former parents-in-law, Don and Gail Patterson, both 70, and Gail Patterson's sister, Heather Wilkinson, 66, along with the attempted murder of Reverend Ian Wilkinson, Heather's husband. Okay, 4 of them. Patterson denies all charges, claiming the deaths were a quote-unquote terrible accident. The prosecution alleges she served guests a meal, knowing it contained deadly death cap mushrooms, also known, not gonna fucking say that.
Why? Because you can, or?
Can't. Hang on. Amanita phalloids. Right there.
Oh.
Exactly.
Yeah, Amanita phalloids.
Thank you.
Phalloids or something
Phalloids?
like that. Phalloids.
Yeah, something like that.
Phalloid sounds right.
Cool.
Maybe.
Patterson has appeared in the witness box at the Supreme Court of Victoria. This is in Australia, by the way. Her estranged husband, as well as the sole survivor of the alleged poisoning, Reverend Wilkinson, also previously took the stand. Fucking God was on his side, aren't they? Fucking Jesus Christ.
I have the power of God and enemy on my side.
Cool. Here's what we know so far. An unexpected invitation. Patterson invited the 4 alleged victims for lunch at her home in a small town in Melbourne on 29th of July 2023. Her estranged husband, Simon, was also invited, yes?
Melbourne.
You
said Melbourne.
Melbourne, same thing.
No.
You just kicked me for that.
Yes.
So her estranged husband, Simon, was also invited but didn't attend. Text messages read out in court revealed Patterson found his decision not to come, quote-unquote, really disappointing, as she had spent time and money preparing the special meal. He said he had listed them as financially separated on a tax return, which triggered a series of child support payments that meant he would no longer pay their 2 children's private school fees directly, he told the court. Speaking to the court through tears, Mr. Patterson said, quote, "I was sure she was very upset about that," end quote. Reverend Wilkinson said he and his wife were surprised by the invitation, telling the Australian Broadcasting Corporation there was no reason given for the lunch, and I remember talking to Heather, wondering why the sudden invitation. But he said the pair were very happy to be invited. Patterson's daughter, according to ABC, told the court that her mother organised a trip to the cinema for her and her brother in advance of the lunch. Sole survivor gives the details. So Reverend gives details. Reverend Wilkinson told the court Heather and Gail offered to help plate up the food, but Patterson rejected the offer. Each plate had a serving of mashed potatoes, green beans, and an individual beef Wellington. You know what beef Wellington is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Patterson said the mushrooms were a mixture of button mushrooms from a supermarket and dried mushrooms bought at an Asian grocery store several months ago, which were in hand-labelled packet. Reverend Wilkinson said the 4 guests were given large grey dinner plates, while Patterson ate from a smaller tan-coloured plate. Reverend Wilkinson said the 4 guests... Oh, I just read that bit. He said he remembered his wife pointing this out after they became ill. The Reverend said he and his wife ate their full servings, whilst Don ate his own and half of his wife's. Reverend Wilkinson said that after the meal, Patterson fabricated a cancer diagnosis, suggesting the lunch was put together so she could ask them best way to tell her children about the illness. The prosecution said that she did this to justify the children's absence. The defence does not dispute that Patterson lied about having cancer. When asked why she lied about her health, Patterson told the court she was partly to elicit sympathy from her husband's relatives, as she felt they were growing apart. Quote, I didn't want their care of me to stop, so I kept it going. I shouldn't have done it, she said, adding, I did lie to them. Defendant wanted to serve something special. While on the stand at the beginning of June, Patterson said she might have accidentally included foraged mushrooms in the fatal lunch. She said that she bought expensive ingredients and researched ideas to find something special to serve. She said she deviated from her chosen recipe to improve the bland flavour. However, she denies that a series of photos showing mushrooms placed on weighing scales in her kitchen was evidence that she had been measuring a fatal dose to serve to her lunch guests. Prosecutor Nanette Rogers asked, I suggest that you were weighing these death cap mushrooms so you could calculate the weight required for the administration of a fatal dose for one person. Agree or disagree? What did she say?
Disagree.
Disagree. The mother of 2 said she'd been foraging for mushrooms around the towns during COVID lockdown in 2020 and would use a food dehydrator to dry and preserve them. The court previously heard the relationship between Patterson and her estranged husband deteriorated shortly before the alleged murders due to a disagreement over child support. Patterson's children ate leftovers after the guests went to hospital. All 4 alleged victims fell ill and were experiencing severe vomiting and diarrhoea by midnight on the day of the lunch. Police previously said the symptoms of all 4 who became ill were consistent with poisoning from death cap mushrooms, which are responsible for 90% of all toxic mushroom-related fatalities. Patterson says she also became ill after eating the meal. Her daughter, according to the ABC, told the court she remembers Patterson telling her she had diarrhoea that night. Patterson claims she and her children ate leftovers from the beef Wellington on the same day. Her daughter told the court she remembered this and her mum didn't eat much because she was still feeling unwell. The mum says she scraped the mushrooms off the plates in advance because she knew her children didn't like them. Patterson went to hospital 2 days after the lunch, where she initially discharged herself against medical advice, the court was told. A nurse at the hospital where she was treated told the court she didn't look unwell like Ian and Heather, who were at the same hospital. Gail and Heather died on the 4th of August 2023, when Don died a day later. Reverend Wilkinson spent 7 weeks in hospital but survived. Days after the deaths, police opened a homicide investigation and confirmed Patterson was a suspect. She was charged on 2nd of November 2023.
Bloody hell.
I reckon, mate, I fucking reckon she was so pissed off with her ex-husband that she thought, fuck it, I'm going to chop off all of her fucking all of his family.
Erase the whole family line.
Literally just erase the fucking lot of them. And for her to invite her fucking husband, he was obviously main target, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Obviously main target.
Oh,
Plus, with the different coloured plates than her own, that's differentiating which one's got the fucking poison
Making
in
sure
it.
she doesn't put the poison on her plate.
Yeah, literally. Mate, that's one fucked up woman. I thought, why the fuck not? Go on to a little Reddit deep dive.
Ooh.
Okay.
Bit different.
Well, you know me and Reddit.
Yeah.
We used to be best mates. We had a bit of a falling out.
Mm-hmm.
Because I couldn't find what I wanted. So we had a bit of falling out. But now we're okay again.
Yeah.
Reddit's redeemed itself.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah. So the reason why I found this is because we've got our own story.
Uh-oh.
Wait, if I... Yeah. Okay. Am I keeping you up?
Maybe. No.
I was gonna fucking say, you cheeky bastard. Anyway. On Reddit, someone wrote... Oh, okay. Ooh, only because I know what's coming. Ooh, it's the old lady, innit? Oh, that one from work. She came out with a corker the other week,
Oh, no.
saying that she doesn't understand lesbian sex on the telly.
Right.
Because she was watching The Last of Us.
Yeah. Haven't watched it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That's fine, we can wrap this up in a minute. No, saying about how she doesn't understand lesbian sex because all it was just a little finger in and off you go, it was all fucking done now, Bob's your uncle. And she was like, is that all it is? I may as well just go into a room and start myself off then, isn't I was in fucking stitches.
Oh, my God.
She was literally like, if that's all it is, I may as well just fucking do it myself and call myself a lesbian. She's married to a man. Can I just say?
Don't do that.
Don't
get
do that.
cancelled.
Oh God, don't. Anyway, so Reddit. My dad took me on a driving lesson. We headed off on a small country road surrounding our village, as I was only a few lessons in and still quite nervy. We drove around for a good few hours. My dad deciding we could keep going until it got dark, and then we just pulled over and swapped drivers to go home. It began to get a bit dusky as we drove through a wooded bit. There's a few cars behind us, and my dad points at a small dirt road that obviously doubles back into the woods. We'll just pop down there and find a place to turn around. Excuse me. Seriously, we weren't even 30 seconds on that road before it opened up into a small clearing and revealed a fat middle-aged man's crack as he thrust balls deep into an equally as large woman on the bonnet of a very sorry-looking Ford Focus. It was hypnotic, which, with each thrust after the... With each thrust, the aftershock rippled through him, through her, and then bounced the car, which sent its own aftershock back like a pasty Lord Newton's cradle. There were other people there, but this is the enduring image in my mind, followed by my dad muttering, "Fucking hell, that's a sight you can't unsee," and telling me to start reversing.
Oh, no. That is vile.
Oh dear. The only reason why I thought of that is because I remembered the other day. Do you remember the time where we went to that dogging spot?
Oh, right, yeah.
Right, okay, so for anyone who has no fucking clue what we're on about. So in... Whereabouts would you say it is?
Somewhere in Bristol.
Okay, somewhere in Bristol.
Can't remember where.
There's a... It's like a picnic area, but then at night, it's sort of like one... It's like a... One level goes into a massive clearing of car park, and then you got, like, to come out, you go down the other sort of level, and then it sort of comes out at the same part, doesn't it, really?
Yeah.
That's sort of like the car park for the picnic area. But at night, it turns into a dogging spot.
God.
And were we with Bailey, or was this the time before?
Bailey.
We were with Bailey. We went there just for shits and gigs, basically, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just to see, we were shagging. Because we were a bit curious to see if people actually went there to go have a little shag. Turns out, yes.
Mm-hmm.
We parked up, took the lights off. Got Bailey in the fucking back seat. He's got his fucking. He's just like pretty much just staring out the back window, trying to find if cars are moving and stuff. Then do you remember that car came next to us, and we literally all just went right back, hoods up, like arms over face. You can't see us. We're not here. And you just got Bailey in the back with his, like, it looked like he had fucking binoculars going and everything. He didn't, but it looked like... That was a fucking good night, that one. It was so funny.
That was so funny.
It was so fucking funny. It's just Bailey. Bailey cracks me up all the fucking time. Oh.
Welcome to my life.
Oh, I love that man to bits. Anyway, we ain't got long left on this. So, cool. It's a bit of a shorter one, but we got a lot in.
Yeah.
We got a lot
It was like a...
Crammed in information section. Anyway, yeah, that is it for this week. Yes, I do apologise about last week, but next week is your favourite week.
Murder.
You still haven't sent me over anything, so I'm just going to wing it, okay?
I forgot I was supposed to do that.
Yeah, like you forgot about another thing that I asked you to do today, but
Shut up.
It's fine. Anyway, so yeah, next week is our true crime episode, which everyone fucking seems to love.
That is good, because I love it just as much.
And I spoke to my mate, and she's well on board for doing one.
Why'd you sound like Horrid Henry when you did that?
Never watched it, so I don't know. Don't judge. Not my sort of thing. Anyway, so, yeah, that's it for this week. If you have any... I want to know any weird and wonderful stories that you remember with your mates or anything like that. Please email or message in unfilteredfriendship@gmail.com, or drop me a message on 0759 111 5523, and we can have a little giggle and a piss take.
Glue.
Pardon?
Glue.
Okay, one of them. Follow on Instagram and TikTok, Unfiltered Friendship, the podcast. And spread the word about us. We love everyone that listens. Ratings are going up as well, so happy fucking days.
Slay.
Yeah, we'll see you next week, guys. I haven't said that in a while. See you next week. Toodles.
Bye-bye.